Yeah, hello. I hope I sound okay, because I have kind of no idea. I hope I've got everything set up right and nice, but I don't know yet. Hmm. I might switch. Wait, let's get to... Ah! Why am I all the way over there? I might change those. Wait. Nah, I think that's fine. Right. I think we're good to go. Okay. I think that's everything good. Hopefully the game is loud enough. God, my chair is so uncomfortable. I don't have a proper... That's not my right water bottle. Where's my other water bottle? God damn it. Give me a sec. I grabbed the wrong water bottle. This is the correct hydration. But basically, so I've got a new desk. I bought a fancy new computer desk because in the new room I've got the new house. I can't really do the bed setup. So the one thing I did forget. Hi, cousin. Yes, I'm going over that now. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully everything sounds okay. But yeah, I got a fancy new computer desk. So I'm streaming from that today. But the one thing I forgot to get is a proper desk chair. So right now I am sitting on a very uncomfortable I'm sitting on a very uncomfortable dining room chair. I've put a cushion on it, but that's not really helping. So until next week-ish, where I can order a softer, more comfortable chair, I am going to be sitting in pain for streams for the foreseeable future. Like, I put a cushion on it and everything, that's still not very comfortable. But I'll have to do for now. Yeah, I do. That's why I fit the computer desk up. I can actually send a picture into the Discord, I believe. Oh, wait. I need to check that before. Yeah. There's not that much room. Yeah. I cannot send you the photo because the photo has incriminating evidence in it. Oh well. It's okay. I'll take a photo after stream and show you guys. Yes, my goal is to get a nice footrest. Actually, yeah, I might. I'll just move the docks over here so I'm not looking. I'm just gonna move the docks over here so I'm not craning my neck as much. I do still have 3 no, yeah. Considering how many times I've accidentally docked myself already, I don't want to do it a 3rd time. There you go, that should be okay. I'll move the docks there, but for sure. Hello, foe. How is you? But yeah, hopefully I should be more front on as well because I found it's so cool. I found a little tripod to put my phone on for live 2D. So I've got this. So I should look a little better as well. The only thing I haven't managed to figure out yet is how to make it so I don't have to wear headphones. I think because the reason why it worked with the old house is because my microphone was so far away from the TV speakers, it wouldn't pick it up. But because now my speakers are right next to the microphone, pretty much it picks it up straight away. Right. I've forgotten the controls already. What one is auto? There you go. Y is red. Yeah, he uses a couple of pretty cool stuff. Righty. Let's go with Kuraba. Begin the Kuraba scenario? Yes. Gonna get myself a black man. That sounds awful out of context. Really awful out of context. But it is true. Must not clip. Yes, I've completed the delivery. Congratulations, Hime. To be honest, I'm glad my first delivery was here. At least I know where things are. God, this is weird. I don't like hearing myself through headphones. It's really unsettling. How did Riku's route end? Shit. How did it end? It's been a while. They did end up getting together, obviously. Good end. I think we kind of just bullied Shura into, into submission. Yeah, I think we just used everyone, like, I think we just used Dolma and Jigen to kind of, like, bully her. And, like, facts and logic our way into getting her to agree. I think that's kind of what happened near the end. I haven't put the VODs up on YouTube yet, but, well, they are on YouTube, I just haven't done the thumbnails and stuff for them yet. Exactly. Next, Daifuku picked his head out of my bag and I rubbed it gently while I pondered. I guess I should look for my husband now, right? Right. But before that, I should probably go to Yomi again, don't you think? I mean, there could be more letters waiting for me. Exactly. I'm not trying to make excuses. It's just that I want to make sure I do the best job I can on my first day. Too bad. It looks like there are no letters. I might... I don't know where... Wait. Oh, wait. Can I do this? I cannot. But... Okay, I'll just do this. Sorry, I'm still mucking about with stuff. Oh, that's okay. That's no problem at all, cuz I honestly don't know how long I'll go for as well, because my butt can handle this chair for only so long. There you go. No, thank you for the stretch. I can't wait until I get a soft fluffy chair. It's only because you've just started. I'm sure you'll have lots more deliveries to look forward to. I've been having Yosuke and Camellia do all the advertising, so I'd better do some myself once I get used to all of this. Daifuku, while we're here, why don't we go and see Juliet?
So, お前は初めてか。
Huh? There sure are a lot of children here today. I heard the clamor of children running about upon entering the main hall. I don't recall seeing so many children before. I wonder if there's something happening today. Yeah, I'm still... Some looked as young as 5 years old, and the oldest looked around 10. Far too young to be customers at a bathhouse. Oh, they're all going to the doctors. Huh? Kuroba? Mean?
でも、お菓子に釣られた僕がいけないんだ。
Making Kuroba look not like such a great man. The kids were all sobbing on their way out. What is going on? Don't tell me these children are being bullied. His jokes were sometimes questionable, but I never thought of him as a bad person. Oh, it looks like the crying children are coming from over there. I decided to go down to the corridor where the crying kids were emerging. It is so getting this it is so getting their vaccines. That voice, it has to be Kuroba. I could still hear the wails of kids coming from behind the door. I'm going to die. It is absolutely getting their vaccines. That sounds terrible. Why that? I hurried into the room and an unexpected scene played out in front of me. Yep, vaccines. Vaccinate your kids. PSA with Dendoku. He's trying to stab them with a needle? That must hurt.
先生は僕のことが嫌いでしょ。
愛してるよ。
嫌いだからこんな痛い注射するんでしょ。
You want to stab me with the needle because you hate me. It's for your own good.
注射は誰でも痛い。でもな、俺はこれでもうまいって褒められたことはあるんだぞ。
A syringe? So it's an injection.
先生なんて嫌い。
はいはい。俺のこと嫌いでもいいから少しだけじっとしててくれ。暴れると針がうまく刺さらなくてものすごく痛い思いをすることになるぞ。というわけで静かにな。
あのね、僕健康だから病気も怪我もしてないから注射しなくても平気だよ。
今日健康でも明日病気になるかもしれない。そのための予防注射なんだよ。さあ、チクッとするぞ。はい、終わり。よく頑張ったな。えらいえらい。
注射しないなら先生のこと好きでいられるのに。
It is necessary.
次の検診もちゃんと来いよ。
次は痛くない注射で。ありがとうございました。
Checkup. Is this?
黒羽先生、よろしくお願いします。俺はもう大人だから泣かないよ。
おお、元気そうだな。じゃ、まずは診察から。
Kurowa put on a stethoscope and held the round part to the child's chest.
黒羽先生の意味はこれです。
What? Camelia's sudden whisper in my ear came as a shock.
今日は診察の日なんですよ。ホールが賑やかだったでしょ。
Yes, but why here?
この読みに正規の医者はいないんです。
I couldn't believe what I just heard. I'd never been admitted to the hospital before, but even I knew the importance of having
い
doctors.
たとしても貧しくて見せられないものが大半だと思いますが。
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, that how we found out about vaccinations and stuff, maybe not the best, but they save lives now, so I guess it makes up for it a little bit. But yeah, I'm guessing they just found out about it from like books and stuff that had washed upon the shore.
だからここで黒羽先生がああして子供たちを見てるんですよ。定期的に無料で。
I still haven't had all my vaccinations. I have not had... I haven't had my tetanus one. Yeah, I don't think I've had my tetanus shot. And I don't think I've had my second HPV shot. I had my first one, and then I just didn't go back for my second one because I got lazy. So those two I probably need to go get, but because I'm not a kid anymore, they're more expensive. Yeah. He was also smiling and laughing with them, which filled my heart with joy. I've never seen such a gentle smile on him before. Is this really the same guy who keeps poking fun at me?
というわけで黒羽先生など向こうにいかがですか？病気になっても安心。
I'm wondering what the conflict with Kuroba is going to be. I'm guessing it is probably just going to be because of his black class. Like, sure, Byakuya can marry anyone legally, but like, I guess socially people might, like the leaders might be against it. I don't know. Either that or we just don't know what it will be yet. Huh? I hurriedly covered my mouth to hold back a scream.
ちちち。
Hime, thank you for your fine work in delivering the letters between Yomi and the surface.
ちちち。ちち。
I would also recommend taking Lord Kuroba as your husband.
ちちち。
He was most helpful to me when I was being chased by a drunken customer.
ちち。
He also raised my spirits when I despaired over the search for my missing brother.
ちちち。
While he may amuse himself at times by teasing people, he is far from ungentlemanly. I feel like Juliet is speaking to me. Her cute eyes were staring straight at me as if trying to tell me something.
キキ。キキ。
Juliet is right. I believe Hime and Lord Kuroba will go well together too. The two mice looked up at me.
ほら、大福とジュリエットもおすすめしてますよ。
He knows the class system is best and has genetic proof. That's right, he did mention that. Now hold on there, Camellia. It's a bit too sudden. I mean, it's nice to know he helps out like this, but... I've got a box at my feet. I took another glance inside. My mind began to drift off as I watched him play with the children as he did their checkups. A thought popped into my mind. If Kuroba became my husband, and then a father, I guess we would have a happy family. I bet our children would laugh and play like that too, and... What in the world am I thinking? That's right. I came to check on the litter box. I'll see you later, Camellia. Hydration. Nom nom nom. don't want to bother him, so see you. Phew. Seeing Dr. Kuroba was quite a surprise. I fled the bathhouses of escaping a crime. I continued on my way with my mind in a daze.
人の内面はね、そう簡単にわからないものだよ。
Oh, I'm gonna use this box as a footrest. I still got so much crap I need to sort out. Yes. Footrest. Oh, footrest. This chair is so uncomfy. We have slightly more comfortable chairs in the garage. I might quickly, after stream, I'll probably grab one of those and bring it in because they're shorter, but they're comfortabler slightly. He's absolutely right.
オランピア様
Perfect timing! Masuhana, I delivered the letter you gave me this morning.
まあありがとうございます。友人に代わってお礼申し上げます。
They mentioned writing a reply, so I'll bring over their letter once it's ready.
そうですか。よかった。彼女は手紙を書いたものは私と違い少し前に読みに来たんです。
Right? I have no idea why dining chairs are so uncomfortable. Like, people wonder why family dinners are so tense all the time. It's probably because their chairs fucking suck. If you want to have better family dinners, get more comfortable chairs. Everyone's too concerned about how much their ass hurts to have friendly, friendly, peaceful conversations. It's my life hack for your next Thanksgiving dinner. Get comfortabler chairs.
王の出身で、でも病気で色が変わってしまったと教えてくれました。
Right? Exactly. No wonder why most people eat on their couches now, because the couches are comfortable. From disease? I've never heard such a thing.
私も詳しくはないので、違っていたら申し訳ありません。ただ、それでオランピア様の舞台のこともいろいろと聞かせてくれて、名前は存じ上げておりましたが、あなた様が舞うと闇が遠ざかるそうですね。きっとそれはとても美しい光景に違いありません。 そんな方とこうしてお話できるなんて夢のようです。
Masuhana didn't commit any crime, but she still can't go up to the surface. I don't think a permit for her would be approved as quickly as my delivery surface, but I want her to see me dance on stage someday. Rip. I still haven't watched the new movie. I want to watch the new movie, but I can't. I don't know where it's out yet. It's not on Disney Plus. I don't think. I feel like it might be a Netflix release for streaming. But I do want to watch it. Comfortable chairs absolutely would have helped. If you'd like, why don't we have some tea and you can invite your friend too? Master Hana's face suddenly fell. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being too forward, aren't I?
いえ、違うんです。オランピア様が理由ではなく、彼女はとにかく人見知りなものですから。
I see. Well, perhaps another time then.
ええ、そうですね。
Yeah, I was gonna see it in the movies, but I just didn't have time, which sucks. I haven't been to the movies in ages. I wanted to see the new Fantastic Four movie as well, but ah. Uh, Something still didn't seem right. It's probably best to not bring up her friend again. Well, I'll better be going then.
お気をつけて。また。
Does her friend have Haku or something? Daifuku, was I being too pushy? Maybe I should have waited to invite them for tea until after I got to know her better.
キキキ。
From what I've heard, it doesn't seem like you were at fault, Yume. It's pretty scary to know your color can change because of some kind of illness. Maybe I can ask Kuroba about it.
愛してるよ。
Yeah. My embarrassment returned at the moment I brought up his name. I feel like my face is hot. Could I be getting a fever? No, it's probably just the hot weather today.
おい、顔がえらく赤いぞ。
Oh my
ついに
goodness.
男とデートか。
Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Duh! True, fair. I held my breath to keep myself from admitting I just saw him in Yomi. I saw him doing his work. For some reason, I didn't want him to know I was watching. Not at all. I haven't found a suitable candidate yet. I was just resting since I had finished my deliveries.
さては俺を待ち伏せしてたな。
Where did that come from? If I knew you were going to be here, I wouldn't have sat down. Huh? I noticed there was a small stuffed toy hanging from his bag. It looks handmade. Maybe one of the children gave it to him. As I smiled thinking about it, Kuraba stared and closed in on me.
男を引っ掛ける罠を教えようか。
No, thank you. I bet he was planning on teasing me again as usual. Really, I was having such a peaceful break too.
綺麗なハンカチを落としておく。すると、それを男が拾う。
I thought I said no thank you.
まあまあ、聞くだけ聞いておけって。こんなハンカチを使う女性は誰だろうと、男は落としたものを探し始め、やがて麗しのオランピアにたどり着く。届けてくれたやつはなかなかの男前だ。あんたは微笑んでこう言う。
まあ、大事なハンカチを届けてくださってありがとう。お礼にお茶でもいかが？
Kuroba, I love you. You piece of shit. For right? You should keep your daydreams to yourself.
信じてないな。男は案外臆病なものなんだって。特にあんたはこの島で女神様みたいなものだ。男から声をかけようなんて、それこそ処刑台に登る覚悟がいる。
I suppose he has a point. Based on the reactions I usually received, I must be some sort of death machine to them.
というわけで、あんたから積極的に手を差し伸べないとダメなんだよ。
Okay, we're keeping that in mind. I'll keep that in mind.
じゃあな、俺はこれからデート。
Huh? Uh-oh. Oh, is the conflict going to be us versus some other chick? Is that what the thing's gonna be? I don't think so. I don't think they would do a love rival in this game, but what is wrong with me? An unexplainable emotion was rising within me. Something about Kuroba's words bothered me. Was it sadness? Jealousy? Loneliness? I knew it wasn't happiness, but I had no idea what other emotion it could be. Maybe I'm just tired. Yeah. Totally laying down his own trap. I watched Kuroba depart then. I slowly took out a handkerchief from my bag. A single handkerchief couldn't determine my future husband. But it is worth a try. Maybe someone really nice actually will pick it up. I gave it a little thought, then set my handkerchief down on the bench before scuttling away to a nearby tree. Before scuttling away behind a nearby tree. I hope this works. And before Kuraba comes back and picks it up himself. I watched the bench for a few minutes. Not a single person took notice of the handkerchief. Maybe placing it on the bench wasn't good enough. I should have just dropped it on the ground. I waited for a few more minutes. Not a single person even went near the bench.
白いお姉さん、こんなところでかくれんぼ？なんか悪いことでもしたんですか？
Heidi? What's Heidi doing here? He's come to cuss us out some more. Yeah!
ほら、見てください。まだお姉さんの瓦版売れてるんですよ。おかげで稼がせてもらってます。
Newspaper 2. Kanan uses this publication as a means to generate revenue for his research. With articles focusing mainly on entertaining content, newspaper vendors like Heidi sell them both on the surface and in Yomi. I'm so glad you're making so much money on my expense, Heidi. Really?
なんなんですか？そんなに怯えて。
No, I'm not scared or anything.
お嬢さん、ハンカチを落としませんでしたか？
I knew it! I fucking knew he would come back. He would come back and just pick it up himself. Oh, you were so right. He laid his own trap. Huh?
おせっかい野郎が来た。
I'm guessing the date he was mentioning is that that's what his date was. I have a date in the future that you're going to make after I come back and get your handkerchief.
お買い上げありがとうございました。
As Heidi began to walk away.
おい、ハイリー。たまには献身に顔見せろよ。
うっせえ、俺は健康だ。誰が上に行った大人の言うことなんか聞くか。早く白にかかって死ね。
There's the Heidi I know and love. Huh? The only ones left were me, Kuroba, and my handkerchief. He was a character in the story now. He walked toward me and handed it over.
はい、どうぞ。
I took the handkerchief, feeling a strong sense of regret and shame washing over me. Not gonna lie, if I was Byakuya in this situation, I would be so fucking embarrassed. I would die.
まさか本当にハンカチを落とすとは。
Shut up, Kuroba. You're not making this worse. I feel so cringe. It was just an accident.
届けたお礼にお茶など誘ってくださいませんか？
You're playing with me again. You have a date, don't you? Just go already.
はは、そうだった。
Kuroba made his way out of the plaza. It seemed he really did leave to go on his date. Date. I wonder what people do on dates. I'm not absolutely not trying to follow Kuraba. I just want to see what dating is so I can use it to my advantage. Girl, copium be thy name. Girl's going on so much cope right now. Right. Ah, there he is. I hid among the shadows to sneak closer to the man in the familiar lab coat. Then, oh shit, it's this guy. Boo. You've been awful in 2 routes now. Suck, you're the sucker.
いえ、
His eye. I tried to keep myself from gasping. The person was wearing a metallic plate over his eye. From the looks of it, he seemed to be friends with Kuroba. His uniform. It's different from the Kotowari's. Kuroba was led into a large building nearby. I'm here for bisexual Kuroba. I think this is the hospital. So, was this not a date? It must be work. It didn't seem they would leave anytime soon. He was teasing me again about the whole date thing. Why is he only kind to the children?
地上の者たちの魂でヒルコ様とやらの鳥居を作る。そして黄泉の者たちの魂で太陽を輝かせる。一体どっちが名誉なんだろうな。
He can be sweet with the children, but sarcastic with me. He's so unpredictable. Syringe. I went back to the manor and immediately went to the parlor to grab a dictionary. Here it is. I never knew what it looked like without a picture. I see. So the needle is pushed under the skin so that the medicine can be injected. It sounds painful, but it does seem useful. I've always been healthy, so I've never had a chance to see a stethoscope or a syringe before. I looked down at my body. Come to think of it, I don't feel hot anymore. It must have been nothing.
王の出身で、でも病気で色が変わってしまったと教えてくれました。
I was so preoccupied with the handkerchief thing, I forgot to ask him about Matsuhana's friend.
届けたお礼にお茶など誘ってくださいませんか？
That's strange. My face feels hot again. I placed my hand on my forehead. I'd better drink some Iroha flower tea and go to bed early. I can't do my deliveries with a fever. Oh, maybe. I'm so down for a nursing to health. Back to health. Morning had arrived. I arrived at the director's office at the Kotowari to have my letters checked, when I was greeted by a young man. Good morning. Is Sakasa out today?
はい。本日は朝から軍本部で大事な会議がありまして、そちらに出席されています。そのため、 もし本日手紙があるようならと赤座様から検閲を任せていただきました。あ、申し遅れました。僕は赤座様の秘書を務めております緑星の辰木です。
Nice to meet you, Tatsuki. And I have just one letter today.
は、承ります。
Or just lovesick. Both. By the way, is Kuroba out too? Strange, I didn't feel anyone was there behind the door.
そうですね。黒羽様も外出されているようです。
いらっしゃいませ。朝食ですか？昼食ですか？夕食ですか？
I recall the conversation Kuraba and Camellia had back in Yomi. Do you mind if I ask you something? Does the Kotowari operate on irregular hours?
規則というほどではないと思います。少なくとも僕たちの勤務時間は朝9時から夜6時までと決まっておりますので。
Really? But it feels like Akaza and Kuraba are here all the time.
ただ赤座様と黒羽様は例外と
あ、いや
いうと失礼ですが、ほぼ常駐ですね。休んでくださいとお願いしたこともあるのですが、自宅よりここが落ち着くからとおっしゃって。
Thank you for the stretch. Oh, honestly, I will say, the good thing about this chair is that the back is straight. So I have better posture than I would be having if I was still in my bed. But my body is not also used to having good posture, so it kind of hurts. Thank you for the high Josh.
特に黒羽様は隣の研究室に住んでるようなものかと。
Laboratory. Kuroba's laboratory at the Kotowari headquarters that neighbours Akasa's office. Kuroba is kept so busy by his research that he often sleeps here. I'm not surprised.
ああ、でも最近は天津医療院に通えることが多いようですね。
Woof. My face. Itchy. The hospital. He was there just yesterday.
お待たせしました。内容の方は問題ありませんので、赤座様がお戻りになったら僕の方から報告しておきます。
Thank you very much for your help. As I stepped outside, I turned around to look back at the Kotowari headquarters. They do have important positions here, so of course they must be busy. I'm sorry to cause everyone so much trouble. I'll do my best with my deliveries to show my gratitude. I turned around and went back to work. I didn't get a chance to look around last time, so maybe I can explore a little today. I looked around
こ
carefully
んにち
when
は、オランピア様。もしや、次元様をお探しですか？
Lord Jigen's chamberlain approached me. I'd only spoken to him a few times before at the Ishanaten, but he didn't seem scared to talk to me. Good day. I actually came here today to deliver this letter.
ああ、読みからの手紙の件は先日、赤座様から伺いました。一体誰宛てでしょう？
I'm not familiar with the Red District, so I appreciate it. I'm delivering it to this person named Tanji. He suddenly looked away troubled.
丹治ですか。確かに息子の症状が1年くらい前に読み落ちになりましたね。 一応お連れしますが、少々不安です。
He reluctantly led me to Tanji's place and called for him.
私に手紙ですか?
I was just going to be the first
少女か。
person to reject the letter. Yes, here you are.
申し訳ありませんが、こ
Yep.
れは受け取れません。
So I was expecting this eventually. I'm kind of surprised it didn't happen earlier, but I was expecting this to be the base response, that everyone would reject the letters. I'm surprised this is the first one who has. Huh? But why?
あれはこの席に泥を塗ったのです。そして読みに追放され、もう亡
See,
き
this
者
is
と
how I
思
was
っております。
expecting everyone to act. What? The Chamberlain next to me gave a deep
罪
sigh.
人になったばかりか、この上オランピア様に使い走りのような真似などさせて、なんとお詫び申し上げればよいか。
No apology necessary. I'm doing these deliveries because I want to.
とにかくこの手紙は受け取れません。破棄してくださって結構です。
But
失礼いたします。
without any hesitation, Tanji turned around and walked away. But
申し訳ありません、オランピア様。丹治が失礼な態度を。後で私の方から注意しておきますので。
I want to use my authority as Olympia to make him read the letter. But I feel like that would be abuse of power. No, don't worry about it, but the letter was left in my hand. There's no way I could just discard
息
it.
子の症状が性のものと喧嘩したんですよ。それで怪我を負わせてしまって。
Oh. I see.
丹治はあの通り厳格な性格でして、どうにも息子
I
の
mean,
した
what
こと
did
が
he do? Did he just
許
punch
せない
him,
よ
or
う
did
なん
he
です
like
ね。
beat him 2 inches from death? Like, what's the severity here? Hmm.
周囲にももう息子など最初からいなかったように振る舞うので、手紙ももしやとは思ったのですが。
Mm. If that's the case, there's no way I can force the letter onto him.
せっかくお運びくださったのに残念ではありますが、それは症状に返しておいていただけますか。
Then I should be going. The red and the blue fighting. I never expected that. But the fact he wrote this letter means there was something he wanted to say to his family. Maybe I could try talking to Tanji again tomorrow. I found myself walking toward the wharf as I continued to think about what I could do. Surprised by the sudden yelling, I turned around and saw a crowd gathering behind me.
おい、大丈夫か？荷馬車が崩れたぞ。下敷きになってる。早く起こしてやれ。
Oh shit. Right? I tried to help, but the jostling crowd prevented me from moving forward at all. I hope he's alright, but if he's injured... I somehow stole a glance through the crowd. Through the crowd.
おい、怪我人は私の馬車で運ぶ。
Oh, Nagusa.
ナグサ様。
The son of the leader of the Jade, who will eventually succeed his father's position. He is handsome in looks, and fine manners have captivated the women of Tengu Island.
すまないが、誰か運ぶのを手伝ってくれ。
はい、俺がお手伝いいたします。ありがとうございます、ナグサ様。私めもお手伝いさせてください。
すまない。よろしく頼む。
The brief exchange playing out in front of me already told me of the young man's status. He was wearing the most elegant clothing of all the men I had seen so far. Kaze, you're saying my thoughts out loud. I also kind of... Yep, I thought so. I thought that as well. Because, like, so far, all we've seen of Nagusa is him being a prick. In every other route, he's kind of a douche. So, like, seeing him be all, like, heroic in this feels set up. I could tell he wasn't with the Kotowari or the military.
しっかりするんだぞ。すぐに医療院に連れて行く。申し訳ありません、渚様。大丈夫だ。死に至る怪我ではない。
He lifted the injured man into his carriage and sped away at once.
ああ、もう私が怪我したかった。渚様に抱えられて馬車に乗せていただけるなんて。
I'm assuming we'll see the most of Nagusa in Tokisada's route, since Tokisada's technically of the green. Huh?
いつ見ても素敵よね。オツの私たちは眺めることしかできないけど。
Nagusa. I've never heard of him before, but he seems popular with women. Maybe it was just a general publicity stunt? Maybe.
渚様のお父様は現王力の長なのよね。
そうよ。王力は世襲制でしょ。今のうちから長の心構えを身につけたいと、ああして島内の見回りをなさっているんですって。
He must be very studious and earnest.
あんなにお美しくて優しくて、しかも
Although it also feels like these residents have been paid to chat him up. To like, to hype him up. Yeah. Exactly. Same brain cell.
一体どんな方が妻になるのかしらね。
Jinx.
そうそう、それ昨日ちょっと気になる噂を聞いたわ。
I'm sorry?
オランピア様が
From fucking who?
婚約したそうよ。
Who's saying that? Huh?
あら、断りの赤座様が本命という噂よ。
Not at all. That's a complete misunderstanding. Wait a second, did you just say engaged?
でも、オランピア様って王のドーマ様の愛人って噂じゃない？
Huh?
でも正確には愛人って変よね。奥さんいないんだもの。確か関の次元様も奥様はいないわよね。まれびとって婚姻しないの？
Right? Kanan, what are you doing? What are you saying in those damn papers?
どうなのかしら。でも王の長としてはこのままだと困るんじゃない？確か王の前長の鋼様は白で亡くなったのよね。子供っていなかったの？確か子供もみんな白で死んだって聞いたわ。
多いわよね。白で死んだ長たちってあげたらキリがないくらいよ。鋼様でしょ、修羅様の夫でしょ、あとは確か塔もそうじゃなかった？
That many? I heard about elder sister Shira's husband and Lord Hagane, but
でも仕方ないのかしらね。色相が上の方が死にやすいんでしょ？
right?
その話やめなさいよ。軍の者に睨まれるわ。いけない。でもまあ、オランピア様の相手は気になるわよね。
The women continued their gossip without noticing me behind them. Exactly. Me? Engaged? Wait, could it be? Whoa. Akaza, are you back?
廊下を走るなと一体私に何度言わせれば学ぶのですか？
Never mind that. You better not have decided who my husband will be behind my back.
何のことです？
So she's going to accuse Akaza of setting up all the rumors? Byakuya, you know better than this. I heard some girls talking about me being engaged to this Nagusa person.
冤罪です。最初に言ったでしょ。 見も知らぬ相手といきなりというのはさすがに非人道的だと。あなたに無断で婿を決めるような真似はしません。
But
噂というのは尾ひれがつくものです。誰かのつまらない冗談など鵜呑みにしないことです。
thank goodness. I leaned back against the door as I let out a sigh of relief.
ただ王力の慰は確か23歳。未だ独り身です。婿候補に名乗り出る可能性は十分にあります。
Which further leads me to believe that that was just a fucking show off in front of Lady Olympia so she likes me. Huh?
もちろんあなたの意思は尊重されますよ。無理やりに婚約ということはないはずです。ちなみに慰と会った感想は？仮にですが婿としてはいかがです？
I didn't meet him personally. I only saw him from a distance. Oh, but there were some girls who were there who were very excited to see him. Right?
まあ急ぐことはありません。他にもっといい男が現れますよ。
But wait a minute. I thought you wanted me to hurry.
あなたはもう少し世界を広げた方がいい。
I breathed another sigh of relief. Then again, I wasn't sure that I should really be relieved. After all, my list of candidates was nearly empty. I can agree with that. And I'm sorry to have accused you. If you would excuse me. Yeah. Come to think of it, Kuroba wasn't there. Was he in his lab? Eating at Yomi? Still at the hospital? After leaving the Kotawari, I walked back to the usual plaza and my usual bench. Well, that was surprising. It never dawned on me that someone would want to become my husband. Nagusa of the Jade. He seemed like a nice person, but Akaza told me I didn't need to rush now. Not to mention that the engagement rumor is only a rumor. We haven't spoken about it at all. He's right. Rumors are just rumors, with most of them being lies. There's no way I would ever become Dorma's mistress. I spent some time thinking about my situation. I couldn't help but look around. Kuroba passed by here yesterday. I wonder if he's around today. I reached into my bag to take out my handkerchief when someone tapped my shoulder from behind. Yeah?
こんにちは、オランピア。あれ、今僕の顔を見てがっかりしませんでした？
You're just imagining things.
誰かと待ち合わせでした？
No.
では、今日こそあなたの横に座らせていただいても？
Go ahead. Did my expression really show disappointment? It's not like I was waiting for anyone.
そうそう。まずはお礼を申し上げなければ。先日のあの瓦版は今のところいつもの15倍。
Maybe.
でもまだまだすります。売り子たちも大喜びです。あなたに感謝していますよ。
Or because we know Nagusa and Kanan are friends. Maybe this is a second attack and they've tried to what's it called? Pincer attack? We attack from both sides to kind of get someone stuck in the middle. Because we know that they're friends and they're kind of like working together, right? Or at least they were in other routes.
ほら見てください。まだお姉さんの瓦版売れてるんですよ。おかげで稼がせてもらってます。
Okay, honestly, this chair is so uncomfortable. I think I'm just gonna try standing. Give me a sec. There we go. I'm standing. This is probably gonna hurt after a while as well, but my ass hurts, so my feet will hurt for a little bit. Checking is still okay. A little bit. Well, it's good that they're making money, I guess. And like, I stand all the time at work, so I'm used to it as well. I think I'll be able to stand for at least an hour. I somehow managed to convince myself of that.
というわけで次を出したいんですよ。
I'll probably stream for another hour. Go for 2 hours today. Nothing has changed. Oh no, they took your desk.
そう隠さなくとも悪い記事にはしませんから。
At least standing here in front of my PC desk is more comfortable than at work because I've got soft carpet to stand on. Yeah, no, standing for 8 hours. At least at my work, we have 2-hour breaks. Well, like a break every 2 hours. So I have 2 hours, then I have a 10-minute break, then I have then I have another 2 hours, then I have lunch, then I have 2 hours, then a 10, then 2 hours, and then home. Really, nothing has changed.
もう麗しのオランピアともあろう方が婿など引く手あまたでしょうに。
So like, as boring and monotonous as grocery store checkout scanning is, the breaks are spaced enough where it's not too bad. If that were true, I wouldn't be sitting on this bench all day like a sundial made of shame. Reprimanding Kanan wasn't going to make my situation better. Maybe I could ask him for a little help. Let me ask you something. If you were to recommend anyone to me, who would it be?
そうですね。
There we go. There's the pincer attack. If I had to suggest anyone, I would pick my best friend, Nagusa of the Jade. Huh?
おや、彼を知っていますか？
Not at all. I don't know him personally. I just happened to see him once, that's all.
美男子でしょ？
I suppose he had a pleasant face. I wasn't near enough to see, so...
彼の父は王力の現長です。
Yeah, for
あそこ
real.
は世襲制ですから、渚が後を継ぐことになるでしょう。美しいのは顔だけではありません。心根も善良で、島を少しでも良くしたいと、有職地区に自ら赴いて、甲乙たちの話を聞いているのです。年は23、適齢期を過ぎていますが、長になるためにもう少し学びたいと、まだ妻をめとっていません。
I'm sorry. Kanan, I was listening until you said... What do you mean? He's 23, so he's past his prime. No. I refuse. There is no way someone who is 23 is past the prime. Excuse you? Shut up.
見目麗しく、浮いた噂も一つなく、辛抱も厚く。あなたの婿殿に
That hurt,
ふさわ
man.
しいと思いませんか？
Right? As a 26-year-old homunculus, that hurt as well. I mean, I guess I don't really age since I'm a homunculus. But still, like, come on, no.
「病の話も聞きませんし、お二人が結ばれれば、健やかで可愛らしいお子に恵まれること間違いなし。
I don't mean to be rude, but why are you so adamant about recommending him?
僕の友人なんです。
Well, at least he's honest. I see.
あ、でも嘘はついていませんよ。ナグサの評判はみんなに聞いてみればわかります。
Affordable, healthy children? Exactly. I already know he's popular.
なんでしたらお膳立てしましょうか。雰囲気のいい店で食事などいかがです？
Thank you for your recommendation and the information you provided, but I'll need to think about it.
承知しました。では、次の瓦版の準備をしておきますね。
Oh god, is he gonna frickin' like... I know, right? He's trying so hard. Is he going to like... print in his, because it's technically the truth in his next thing, in his next newspaper, that Olympia is considering a date with Nagusa of the Jade, because it's technically the truth. She said, thank you for the information, I will have to think about it, so that's considering the option. Because remember, Kanan said that he would only ever print the truth, but I'm wondering what exactly his definition of truth is and how far he will go. Because technically it is true. On a technical level, she did technically say that she would think about it. Next, wait, stop right there.
何事も丁寧な下準備が必要なのですよ、オランピア。
Unbelievable. I'm not even sure he's listening to what I say. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my slippers because my slippers are in the lounge, and that might make my feet feel a little bit better as I stand up. There we go. Now I've got soft slippers to stand on. Oh, maybe. And then he does like a, oh, I'm so sorry. I should have told Kanan to like not print that. And then he does like the shiver fuck. shiver you know what I mean, the courtesy bullshit. Chivalry, there we go. My brain needed a few extra seconds to process the word before it said it properly. Chivalry. Being like chivalrous and being like, oh, I'm sorry, I should have done this. As apology, allow me to take you out for dinner kind of bullshit, you know? Unbelievable. I'm not even sure what he's listening to what I say. I finally took my handkerchief out of my bag. It's been a week since my birthday. Jessica told me to look for a friend first, didn't he?
じゃあな、俺はこれからデート。
Is she gonna do the handkerchief thing again? What if she does the handkerchief thing again and Nagus is the one to pick it up this time? Why am I thinking of Kuroba now? Well, I do talk to him more than the other men I know. But he can't be my husband. Especially given how he's always toying with me. Right? Even yesterday with his handkerchief. He was so horrible to tease me like that. I tightened my grip on the handkerchief when...
今日はハンカチを落とさないのか？
Huh? I almost fell off the bench in surprise. My eyes were wide open as at his sudden appearance.
それとももうどこかに落としてきたのか？
Unbelievable. How in the world is he able to sneak up on me like this? My handkerchief? I was planning on dropping it just now.
そうか。邪魔して悪かったな。
I wonder if he's returning from Yomi. Or maybe... I couldn't bring myself to ask him. And yet I didn't want our conversation to end. Ugh. I went to the Kotowari this morning to get my letters checked, but the secretary read them since you and Akaza weren't there.
そうだったのか。手紙順調みたいでよかったな。俺は今日もデートだったんだ。
This morning.
子供は朝から夜まで一緒に過ごすのが嬉しい。大人は夜から朝まで過ごすのが楽しい。
Adults spend time together at that late of an hour. Is that how things are?
そのうち意味がわかるといいな。
Oh shit. Yes, I like that this is the option we have to pick. Teach me now then. Yes. Byakuya, go get some. I need to... Sus. Well, teach me now then.
Eh?
Explain it to me in detail.
ああ、物事には一応順番があるからな。ま、機会があったらそのうち。
Never mind. It was obvious he was avoiding my request. I guess I'm just a child to him. I thought he was at the hospital today, but I guess I was wrong. My heart felt uneasy, as if it was being squeezed. It wasn't a pleasant feeling, so I tried to avoid thinking about it. Say, why are you with the Kotowari? You could have worked at the hospital as a doctor, right?
ああ、それは医療院だと下っ端でこき使われるだけだけど、断りなら副所長で偉い顔してられるから。
Okay, I smell bullshit with that. I don't think that's true. Huh. Is he being serious? It's so hard to tell if he really is a good guy or not.
だから具合が悪くなったら遠慮せず相談しろ。怪我の手当てもうまいぞ。
So, he is a good guy. Unfortunately for you, I doubt that day will ever come. You told me yourself when you first met that I am healthy.
いいことだよ。ぜひそのまま健康な肉体を保ちたまえ。なんたってあんたはたった一人の白だからな。
Oh, this does go. Not much more, but a little bit more. Right?
早く旦那を見つけてくれないと、俺も赤座も気が気じゃない。白を途絶えさせないようにするのも俺たちの仕事だからな。
You don't need to tell me that. I felt my heart being squeezed again. This time it actually hurt.
ま、早くいい相手を見つけろ。俺としては赤座は文句なしにおすすめだが、せっかく自分で選べるんだしな。
Maybe he was just being nice when he said he was happy to hear me say we were similar.
もし珍しい色が好みなら、俺を愛人にでも。
Kuroba, you are fumbling. What? Oh shit. Fumbling so bad, Byakuya is about to go off. Suddenly, a burst of anger exploded inside of me. Despite his playful attitude, his words seemed to disparage his color class. Don't say that! I'm of an unusual color too. You make it sound like you hate your color.
No.
Silence engulfed the space between us. I couldn't take back what I'd said now that it was out in the open, but I didn't want Kuroba to think badly of himself, even if it was motivated by my selfishness.
そうだったな。俺よりもそっちの方が希少なのに。すまなかった。あんたを貶めるつもりは全くなかったんだ。
No, I'm sorry for speaking out of line.
あんたがそこで謝る必要はないだろ。
I'm aware that I can get emotional when people talk about colors or the island I come from. I've been trying to keep that under control, but I guess I failed.
大丈夫。あんたは綺麗だよ。確かにアホたちがちょっとくらいぶしつけな視線を向けるかもしれないが、白のオランピアは誰もが見とれるくらい美しい。だから自信を持て。
I never expected him to say something like that so naturally in a conversation. I wasn't sure what to do. Before I knew it, the feeling in my heart was replaced with embarrassment. Fumble recovery? Maybe.
顔してると男が寄ってこないから笑ってろ。
Wait. Was he actually trying to say so back then?
言ったろ？男たちは尻込みしてるだけだ。本当はあんたに声をかけたくて仕方がない。
You think so?
じゃあな、俺はこれから仕事なんだ。そっちも手紙配達頑張れよ。
Yes, of course. It was so rare to see anyone wearing a white lab coat, so he really did stand out in the crowd. It was only natural that I couldn't take my eyes off of his departing figure. He's really good at sweet talking. And yet, he can sound so serious at times. After watching the white lab coat disappear, I looked down again at my handkerchief. I must have been holding it tightly. It was lined with deep wrinkles now. Medicine. It's not that I want to talk to him, but I wonder what I can learn about that field. Maybe there's a good book about it. After finishing my meal, I was looking for a good book to read when I heard a sudden noise in the corridor. Oh shit, Haku in the yellow. I'm gonna sit down again. Ugh. Huh? The muffled words piqued my curiosity and I pressed my ear against the door. Nah. What is that? Oh, yeah.
そういうことだ。承知いたしました。医療院の者に伝えます。
Nah. What is that? And
黒に染まるくらいならば死を選ぶと。
Mm. That doesn't sound good at all. Tokiji Kutan ne. Mm. What I heard yesterday is still bothering me. Maybe I can ask Kaza and Kuroba about it before I head to Yomi. I'm not going to run in the corridor today. Good, Byakuya. I am not going to run in the corridor today. Good day, Mr. Director. Do you have a moment?
どうぞ。
He sounds like he's in a bad mood. Maybe I came at the wrong time. I froze the moment I stepped inside. The mood in the air and both of their expressions were very grave. I'm sorry. Should I come back later?
大歓迎だよ。何かよ。また楽しいことを思いついたのか？
I shook my head slightly. I actually heard something odd at the manor, and I was hoping to discuss it with you two.
屋敷で事件でも起きたのですか？
I don't think so, but late last night a messenger came to Doma. I heard him say that someone would rather die than be painted in black. Oh. This time it was definitely my fault. I could immediately tell the mood went from bad to worse. Byakuya is not very skilled at... Well, she's skilled at reading the room, but she doesn't do anything with the information she gleans. I'd never seen the two like this before.
クロバ、俺は用事を思い出した。ちょっと出てくる。
Huh? Uh-oh. Did he just leave to make... Oh, he's forcing Kuroba to talk to her about it, right? Actually, you know what? I'm going to posit a theory that I have. That I've kind of been forming over the past few minutes. From that phrase, dyed in black. Is the darkness class the black color class? Not one you're born with. Because the one thing about Kuroba is that he is wearing a lot of orange and a little bit of green. So, like, what if he was orange? Or what if he was like someone from Yomi who had multiple color traits? Mostly orange, maybe a little bit of green, maybe a little bit of red. And he was just a normal Yomi citizen. But he contracted Haku. And there is some sort of treatment, whatever this Nei is. And a bad side effect from Ne, or Nei, whatever they pronounce it as, is that, like Haku, it will leach your colors, but instead of leaching them to the point where they're pale and white, it dyes you. It quite literally dyes you black as a side effect. So you get to live. Yeah, the side effect of the Haku cure is that you become black. Which also means that it's possible, like, it's entirely possible that Kuroba became a doctor and got his accolades before contracting Haku, and then he became black. And by that time, it was kind of too late to just revoke his permit, revoke his status, so they just let him stay there. I'm not sure about that. But my current theory is that, yeah, one side effect to the Haku cure is that there's either a chance to become black, because obviously, like Lady Shura and Sakyo have both taken this cure, I assume, because they no longer have Haku. It can come back, but, you know, for now they are in remission, I guess. If we use, because Haku is kind of like cancer, if we use those terms, Shura and Sakyo are currently in remission. So they've taken the cure and they've still retained their colors. But it's more likely that you'll be painted black. Like, they're lucky. They're kind of like the rare exceptions. Maybe, yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking that one of the major risks of taking a Haku cure is that your colors turn black. I must have said something wrong.
赤座のやつ優しいな。俺に気を使った。
So yeah, I'm wondering if that's what happened to Kuroba. Or he's the child of two people who had taken the Haku cure and became black. Because I'm assuming that if the Haku cure turns your colors black, then would your children still be black, or would your color still be black, or would the child be what the appearance used to be? I guess it depends on what it does to your genetics. But yeah, I'm guessing that's what happened to Kuroba. Either that or he's the child of people. Yeah, no, I don't think they would care regardless. What do you mean? Akaza's sudden departure and Kuroba's warm smile weren't connecting.
せっかく訪ねてきてくれたんだ。この黒羽先生がわかりやすく説明しよう。
I felt I'd got myself into trouble, but I wasn't in a position to politely decline. He took a blank piece of paper from the top of Akaza's desk. Tokiji Kutan? Tokiji Kutan, a medicine used to treat Haku that proves effective 50% of the time it's administered. So yeah, that's the Haku cure that's been mentioned in other routes so far. Exactly, right? Because like, if he originally was an orange, or, you know, a mix of colors like the little boy is, I forget his name, Asahi, because you know Asahi has like multiple different color traits. So if he was like Asahi and had multiple color traits, but then was dyed black, or if he was pure orange and then got dyed black, it'd be interesting to see what happens to Byakuya's hair color. Like, will it go to his original color before he was dyed black, or will it turn black because that's what he is now?
白の治療法はずっと研究されてて、最も使用率が高いのはこのトキジクタンって薬。これだと治癒率は5割くらいかな。
So it's like a coin toss.
少し前にトキジクタンネって薬が開発されて、
トキジクタンネ。
9割近く助かる。
Oh, okay. Tokiji Kutan. Tokiji Kutan ne. A new medicine developed to treat Haku that proves effective 90% of the time. Yes, I was right! It proves effective 90% of the time, though it darkens the patient's hair and skin as a side effect. Many who are afflicted with Haku refuse it on this basis. Yeah, the medicine dyes you black. I think that the black color class is not even a real class, that like it doesn't exist naturally. On the island, I think the black color class doesn't occur naturally, and it's just this. It's the result of this. Because, right, like this, it's recent, right? I know, it doesn't even say it was recent, it's just there's another medicine. So yeah, I feel like it's not even naturally occurring. I think it just happens from this medicine. Yes, internet. Out of context. Nair must be what they were talking about last night. How wonderful that such a cure was developed.
その根は俺たち国の血液を元に生成
Oh
され
shit. Okay, a bit more depth. The Nair was made from the blood of those using the black. Okay, so no, it is. Okay, it does. Okay, so yeah, people are naturally born into the black color class, and their blood has been used to make this medicine. Which is why it dyes you a color, right? It dyes you black, because it's essentially genetically organizing things, right? Like,
だが白が感知する代わりに高確率で皮膚や髪、時には瞳の色まで黒くなってしまう。
Yeah. And permanent. So is Kuroba then someone who was born into the color class, or is he someone who was dyed? Is my next question. Ah.
例えばあんたならその真っ白な髪が真っ黒に染まるってこと。
Huh?
上の奴らにとってそれは致命的だ。黒に染まるくらいなら死を選ぶなんて当然のセリフだ。
I'm guessing that's why Sakyo wanted our blood, right? Because if the blood of the black color class creates a 90% cure, maybe the color of the blood of the white would make a 100% cure, I guess is what he was after. Yeah. But then again, wouldn't he also be aware of the risk of... Well, no, I think... No, because, well, Haku already, like, leeches the color from you.
奴らにとってアダ式の国は不吉の象徴だからな。
I couldn't tell if Kuraba was joking. He was smiling as usual, but it made it even more painful to hear his words. They'd rather die than have their color changed? But this is how much of the blood is needed is also a good point. I didn't know the black class was so despised on this island.
王の出身で、でも病気で色が変わってしまったと教えてくれました。
Wait, so maybe Masuhana's friend was... Yeah. So yeah, maybe Masuhana's friend took the medicine but was dyed black. I needed to muster a great deal of courage to ask what was on my mind. So they might get it, yeah. But now that we were on this delicate subject, I should educate myself when I had the chance. Do I mind if I ask you a question? You know Masuhana from Yomi, right? She mentioned her friend's color traits changed from disease.
ユースゲのことだろ？聞いてる。根を使って一命を取り留めたが、美しかった金色の髪が黒に変わってしまった。
I see.
黒く染まると言っても、その変化の仕方はかなり個人差がある。例えば、両足の皮膚が黒く変色なんて例もある。これなら一応、服を脱がなきゃわからない。
Along their legs? So like their leg hair turns black?
だがよりにもよって、彼女は最も目立つ髪が変色してしまった。
Such a shame you don't live in a world with hair dye.
両親が薬を勧めたのか、ユースゲが自分から申し出たのかは知らないけどな。一度見たけど、とても色粉なんかで隠しきれるものじゃなかった。
Oh no, we do apparently have hair powder and hair dye.
見事な黒髪だった。 そして彼女は誰もが憧れる原式の王の札を剥奪され、誰からも疎まれる国として黄泉で暮らすことになった。そもそもなぜ地上で国を見かけないか知らないだろ？
I mean, I'm assuming they get auto-yeeted to Yomi as soon as they're born or turned.
ああ、でもあんたはまだ島内をくまなく歩き回ったわけじゃないか。そこまで考えたことはなかったかな。
I mean, I can only imagine it's like every other, like, mixed color person. You just get shoved down to Yomi as soon as it occurs. I braced myself, sensing I was about to hear something upsetting.
国が地上にないのは醜い色、不気味な色と蔑まれ、
Yeah.
居場所を失い、
Which is what I
自分
figured.
たちで黄泉に隠れたからだ。だから地上のどこにも国の居住区がないんだよ。もっとも俺は捨て子で黄泉の孤児院育ちだから全部後から知った。
Okay, so Kuraba was born into his class. He wasn't turned. He wasn't, well, not turned, but like changed. Yeah. No worries, it's good. I'm sorry you're running late. I hope you have a good dinner. I'll probably be finishing up soon as well. I wonder if that's how he became a doctor though. Because he's a black class color, he's of the black color class. I'm wondering if Sakyo took him and experimented on him and took his blood to make the cure. And that's how he learned to be a doctor, because he just kind of learned through osmosis of being in the hospital so often. That'd kind of be sad. But yes, Kasa, thank you. Bye-bye. Have fun dinner. I couldn't help but gasp. Abandoned.
俺とヨスガはこの読み育ちだからな。まずは人を疑うようにできてる。
That's so horrible. That young boy, Heidi, also mentioned that he didn't have any parents. I'm so sorry.
そこでなぜあんたが謝る？
I didn't know what I was asking. I'm sorry for bringing it up to you.
俺は気にしてないよ。
After bowing my head to him in apology, an odd sense of irritation began to bubble up inside of me. Irritation towards my lack of knowledge and irritation toward the discrimination of the black class.
こんな話は辞書にも書院の教科書にも載ってない。ほら、この前も言ったろ。国のことは誰も話したがらない。国や白に関わることはみんな知らないふりだ。いや、自分は無関係だと思い込みたいのさ。
I can't believe them. Unable to hold myself back, I blurted it out without thinking.
優しいな。
Huh? He suddenly patted me on the head. I could feel his hand through my cap.
あんたはやっぱりこっち側の人間だな。嬉しいよ。
Our side.
知らないふりをできない側。何かを変えたくなる側。何かを知るだろ？そうなると現状に満足できなくなってくる。満足できないと新しいものや違ったものが欲しくなる。変えたくなる。イラつくよな、いろいろと。
I gave a light nod.
人聞きの悪いセリフだけど、そうやってイラつくあんたに安心するよ。
Huh?
むしろ国の俺から話せてよかったよ。赤座はそういう意図だったんじゃないかな。だからあんたは申し訳ないなんて思わず、事実として受け止めて理解してくれ。
I'll do that.
王の公家の当主が白を発症したって話は、ついさっき連絡が来た。何か効果のある新薬はできてないかってね。
So that's why they were in a bad mood earlier.
俺はそんな優秀じゃないっての。
There he goes again. His words had a hint of self-contempt. But now that I learned about what it meant to be a member of the black class, I could see why.
黒く染まるのが嫌なら旧薬である時軸炭を使えばいい。運が良ければ生き続けられる。ただし5体満足ではないかもしれないが、白は投薬が遅れれば遅れるほど末端から崩れていくからな。待っている時間が長いほど死が近づく。特に王の公家なんて自分の色が誇らしくてたまらない奴らだ。黒になんて染まったら惨めで悔しくて、到底生きていられないだろう。
Did he feel hatred toward them, toward those who oppressed the black class? You shouldn't say that. It's going to sound like I'm reprimanding Kuraba, but you shouldn't say things like that. I couldn't just ignore what he was saying. I wasn't in a position to lecture him, but I couldn't stand seeing him frown like that.
俺は事実を述べたまでだよ。それとも、やはりあんたは保護者である王のドーマ殿の肩を持つのか？
That's not what I meant. But thank you for telling me so many things today. I'll be going to Yomi to check the mail now.
おい。
Yeah, she was talking about his self-deprecation, right? Rather than... People would rather die than have their color traits turn black. I don't want to blame anyone, but I hate people who think like that. I let out a deep sigh and adjusted my cap. Suddenly, Kuraba came running toward me.
さっきはごめん。嫌な思いさせた。
It's alright.
昨日の今日で我ながら最低だ。完全にあんたはとばっちりだよな。せっかく訪ねてきてくれたのに。2日続けて不愉快にさせて本当に申し訳ない。
He bowed so deeply, I couldn't think of the right words to say to him.
この際だからもう少し俺の本音を聞いてくれ。黒に染まるくらいならば死を選ぶ。はっきり言えば俺はそういう命を粗末にする考え方が大嫌いなんだよ。俺はこんななりわいだし、死ぬより生きてる方が絶対にいいだろうって思う。
And he's exactly correct.
もちろん生きてれば嫌なこと辛いことはあるだろうけどさ、それでも命あってこそだ。だが奴らはそう考えない。そういうのがどうにもイラついて。
More than surprised, I felt joy. I was so moved I wanted to take both of his hands in mine. I'm sure the children are in safe hands if that's how he sees things. As a doctor, he saw life as precious and worked every day to protect the people. Sometimes he was kind and other times he was strict.
ま、奴らにしてみたら諸悪の根源の国である俺に励まされたくはないと思うんだけどさ。
I gave a kind but bitter smile. I could let that last disparaging remark go. After all, I could understand his intentions now. I think it's better to be alive too. You can't do much living when you're dead.
いい？約束して。あなたも愛する人を見つけて母さんのように幸せになると。あなたの魂の半身がきっとこの世界のどこかにいるわ。
Mother. Anyway, I'm glad I learned something today. Not even my teachers, my governess, or Doma told me anything about what you taught me today. I'll try to do my own research and study what I can. But if there's anything else you wouldn't mind sharing, please let me know.
それは素晴らしい心構えだ。あんたはやっぱり外見より前向きだな。
Excuse me. I'm always trying to stay positive. Even though there are some things at the back of my mind. But I can't run at full speed if I'm always looking behind me, right?
本当にあんたには驚かされる。髪の色だけでなく、そういうところも真っ白だな。
What do you mean?
明朗で自立心が強く、俺や国への偏見なんて微塵も感じさせない。少し意外だ。原式の王で暮らしているのなら、仮想の式を見下すことを教えられていてもおかしくないのに。
I told you before that I really ever talked to Doma, and I almost never went outside the manor.
そう考えると、屋敷に引きこもっていたのも悪くないな。もっとも、俺が得するだけだけど。
は？
さっきの後ろ向きでは全力で走れないは名言だ。俺の辞書にも書き込んでおくよ。じゃあな。婿探し、頑張れよ。
Oh, she has already found him. She just needs to realize it. And so does he. Huh? Oh. Thank you. Good luck on finding my husband. It felt as if I'd been floating gently in the air and then someone dragged me down to the ground. I can't seem to keep a hold of my emotions lately. I have to stay calm. I looked toward the door of the Kotawari and watched as his white lab coat slipped back inside. He's a good person, right?
Oh.
Rika! I love you. But I'm going to end stream now. Oh, history.
ちゃんと記録してね。
We're gonna make a save. My butt cannot handle this chair anymore, and I don't want to stand up. Hopefully, in a week or two, depending on how long it takes for my new chair to get here, I will have something better. But yes, as for first stream back goes, I'm quite happy. Now I'm tired and hungry, so I will have food and a nap. But yes. Until next time, stay electrifying, and I will zap you later. Bye.